What is up, YouTube? We are getting back into the God Guide. We're doing it differently now, though. I am not choosing them myself through my stream. You can now, anytime you subscribe, resubscribe, or donate, you can put that money towards a God at the end of the day, at the end of the stream, whatever God has the most donations or most money, whatever, put towards it. I am doing a God Guide on that God in the role that you're wanting. That is the idea. Last night was the first night we did it. Loki was at the top with like a shit ton of money. He was ahead of everyone by like $100. So we're gonna go ahead and do Loki, which I don't think I've ever done a God guide on. We're gonna do them the same way as always, though. So we'll jump right into it, and we're gonna look at the abilities. We're gonna start off with abilities. So almost every game you're gonna start with your 2, because even in the jungle you start mid, you start wherever. It's going to be more damage. When you put your decoy up, you can backstab jungle creeps, doing more damage. You can also group up waves, and it does hurt the waves. So it'll group up for your mage, do whatever. That's obvious. Now, I like to go my 3 second. It's not as safe. The 1 is going to be what you go to be safe. I use the 3 because I do tend to try to fight early, even though that is not the playstyle on Loki. Basically, on Loki, you want to finish boots and have your ultimate before you fight, just to have enough damage. Unless you have a free pick off, whatever. You'll notice when you have a free kill. It's any other god in Smite the same way. But on Loki specifically, the longer you get, the later in the game you get without falling behind, the better. So the more items you have when you go for each fight, the more opportunities you have to get kills and not die. Obvious shit. So I level up the 1 after that, and then I max the 1, usually. So the 1 is going to do tick damage. It is going to do, what is it? It's 2 seconds of damage, and it ticks every 0.5 seconds. You're getting 4 ticks of damage. So at max rank, you're going to get 90 damage, ticking 4 times, and you're also getting 25% of your physical power on each tick. That's a lot of damage. It is a lot of tick damage. It is more than your 3rd ability. Your 3rd at max rank is only doing 220 plus 100% of your scaling. So it is more instant burst damage, and the 100% scaling is nice, but you're also getting 100% scaling on the 1. You have more ticks on the actual damage, though, because 90 times 4 is going to be a lot more than 220, obviously. So I level my 1 first for the max amount of damage. I do change this, though, in certain situations. When they are they have gods that I need to burst down who can get away. Whenever there's sustained healing, I like to go the burst. I like to go aim strike. I level that first over the vanish, simply because I want to get damage done instantly and not damage over time that they can heal up. Same with like a Chronos. If I'm trying to kill a Chronos early or like early mid game, I don't want him to be able to get his ult off. If I'm doing dot damage, it's much more likely for him to get his ult off, so I max the 3 in that situation. That's how I play the game, and now you understand why I level what I do. So we're maxing Assassinate every chance we get, leveling up the Vanish every chance we get, and then we're going to be leveling the Aim Strike whenever we're in between there. So we got this, boom, 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 get it all done, level the decoy last, because that's what you do. The decoy is not really going to be used for damaging stuff, it's going to be used for pushing. In the solo lane, this is different. You need decoy leveled up, I think to rank 3, maybe 4, I forget, to clear a wave. So you are leveling the decoy in the solo lane, but we are doing this God Guide for the jungle. Now for items. Items vary so drastically, but I'm going to give you a very straightforward, works all the time build that is both high damage, insta-kill type build with a little bit of safety in it. So I'm going Warrior Tabby Boots, just because they are the optimal choice here. It's full power, and obviously you need boots on Loki to get in and out of everything. Next up, I like to go into Hydra's Lament. This will delay your penetration a little bit, but the Hydras can proc on your ability, and you have 4 abilities. So essentially, you can get Hydra's procs 4 times anytime you're fighting somebody. Plus, you have the auto attack canceling coming out of the abilities on Loki. If you still don't know what auto attack canceling is, essentially on a fuck ton of the gods in Smite, you can cancel your auto attack chain, meaning you instantly auto attack after using ability. So on Loki, you can auto 3 auto really fast. Instead of auto, it's auto 3 auto. Boom. Done. You get a burst. Plus, you got the Hydra's proccing in between there. It's a lot of damage. Next up, we're picking up a Jotun's Wrath. More penetration, or not more penetration, some penetration, a lot of CDR, and more power. Then we're picking up Brawlers. We're simply going for, like I said, a one-shot build. Raw power and pen. You want to be able to kill anybody. Sometimes you got to kill tanks. Sometimes you got to kill frontline. That's how it works. Usually, you're one-shotting the mages and the hunters, but occasionally you have assassins with a little bit of defense. You have other people to worry about. Now here is where the build can change. If you're not having any trouble at all in team fights, go ahead and pick yourself up a Titan's Bane, and now you're fully powered out, good to go. And then end the build with, like I said, this is going to be a safer, this is going to be all the time build. You can change up your build however you want, but this is just a strong, consistent build. I get Magi's. This way, whenever you ult into a fight, you will not instantly get locked down and die. I don't want you to need to ult in beads and then try to do damage and run away at the same time. Not going to work. With this build, you'll ult in, you'll fucking do your auto attack canceling, you'll get your Hydra's procs first, and you won't get CC'd because of Magi's. Then you'll still have your beads to run away when it's time to fucking run away. Plus, you get a little bit of defense, you get a little bit of health. It gives you what you need for team fighting. Granted, Loki isn't a team fight god. You are going into team fights, you are doing damage, and you are trying to one-shot people during team fights. That's how it's going to work. These items can change however you want. I'm going to drop these 3 off and show you another build if you're just choosing to do something different. Like I said, I always am going for a full burst power build. So I'll change this up and go Heartseeker. And then I will pick up the other 2 pen items, which are going to be your Brawlers into your Titan's Bane. Boom. Strong ass build, really, really good. If you choose to do so, you can drop Brawlers and you can change this into a Crusher. Also a good item. Crusher is more of a luxury item as in all the builds though. This is, not this, but this one here. The first build I showed you is the build I like to run on Loki. It is safe, it is strong, it does what Loki needs to do. Granted, Loki isn't the best god in the game. It does work with the god when you really want to play him. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you're going to do, right? Now, Loki's matchups are all pretty shitty because early game is so important right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So you need to watch out how you play. Try to pair Loki with someone that can clear in the mid lane and just farm your ass off till like level 12 and then start looking to one-shot the squishies. You can do it a little bit earlier, but like level 12 is a good. If you could just farm, if there's no fighting to level 12 and then you just go, or maybe even level 11 right before other people get their other actives, maybe you're level 12 and they're not, then you want to look at one-shotting people. You can kill the people that Aegis super easy. Even if they have beads, you can one-shot them. Trust me, it happens. It works. It's just getting to that point in the game is very, very hard. Now, individual, just hard matchups you have. In general, just one-on-one matchups that you have that do not go in your favor. Arachne, because spiders show where the fuck you are, and it's really, really, really annoying. Other matchups are going to be who can outplay who in terms of using abilities at the right time. So like Anija also is going to counter you because Anija can stun you out of stealth. But if you manage to get your burst off and you pre-beads or you have that Magi's, Anija's not going to be able to ult you, not going to be able to CC you, and you're going to win that. But if you don't do that or you don't have those items, then you'll get fucked pretty hard. There are a lot of really bad matchups though. Ratatasker could be hard for you because of the 2, plus you can build tanky on Rat. Nem can be hard because of the shield, plus building tanky, plus the ability to just chase your ass and be annoying. Solo laners that are building mystical mail can be very frustrating for you, so you might want to stay away from them in team fights. Camazotz can be one of the most annoying because he's probably the top assassin that hard counters Loki right now. The 1 shows where the fuck you are, first of all. So if he hits you with 1, you're revealed all the time. Plus the 2 is dot damage. That's very, very annoying and also going to show where you are because the dots are going to be ticking above your head as you run around like a little bitch. Mage-wise, there aren't too many terrible mages. You can do just fine against any of them. Any of the ones that have hard escapes or easy ways out or any immunity frames are things that could be pretty rough. There aren't really many of them. You should be able to kill like the Ra, that's pretty active in games. You should be able to kill Isis, even though it's a little bit tankier. Vulcan can be frustrating because a good meatball can throw you off. Thoth can also be annoying because he has so much mobility, so you want to try to ult in on a Thoth after he uses his dash. Same with Scylla, because Scylla can dash out, plus the root will fuck you. The root can hit you in stealth. All the other ones are just going to be one-shotting when their dashes, their movements are down. Simple as that. Hunter-wise, just one-shot them. Try not to get fucked. He's going to be your hardest matchup because he can reveal stealth. Boom. Easy peasy. Warrior, I told you, warriors are going to be annoying for you no matter what, especially when they're building mystical mail. The newest one, Gulain, or however you say his name, having the built-in mystical mail will suck balls. Do not try to go Loki into that matchup. You will not have fun. Thor and any early game gods are also going to be frustrating because they will pressure you out. They'll take your jungle buff. It'll be hard for you to get farm. This stuff I feel like you guys already know, though. It's pretty straightforward. Good matchups. Like I said, there's no great matchups. There's no I'm going to pick Loki here. But if there's lots of mages, lots of squishies, lots of gods without mobility that you can run and poke and run away, you will dumpster on. You do not only have to go into fights to one-shot people. The ult doesn't have to be the only way you go into a fight. You are able to stealth into a fight, auto-attack somebody down, and run away. It happens. It works, especially when people are not hard grouped up. If they get separated from the team, you're able to do that. And with the burst from Hydras and your auto-attack canceling, you can kill any squishy just about instantly because you're hitting so fucking hard. Hopefully this guide helps you guys out a little bit. It feels weird doing a Loki guide, not gonna lie. If you guys are interested in getting you, like, if you have some god you want done, you need an ADC done, you need a solo lane done, you need a mid lane done, come into the stream, drop a donation, just say this is for this god for the god guide, and if you fail to say that, you can tell Tally Ho in my chat. He's a mod, and he will get that money added to it so we know what god guide you want. I only do the ones at the top. So say Loki was the top yesterday and Erlang Shen was second. If Erlang Shen's not top tonight, then we won't be doing Erlang Shen. It's going to go the end of each day, whichever's at the top, we're doing it, and then we're knocking it off the list. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it. We've been killing it on views. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see any more of these videos, and make sure you hit the like button on the content you are enjoying. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in the video tomorrow.